It's 5:30 in Moscow. It's International Thank You Day. For those of you who didn't know, lots of people to say thank you to. Lots and lots and lots of people. I'll put up a thumbnail of the people who took the plunge yesterday on the 10th of January in Sea Point near Dunleary in Dublin, and got into the icy cold water, which I have done before, but a long time ago in Ireland. I've done it here in Russia a number of times. Coincidentally, on the 20th of January, lots of people will be doing something similar here for Epiphany, the Russian Orthodox Epiphany, like a cleansing thing. You jump into the water and bless yourself. And I don't think the guys and girls had time to bless themselves when they jumped into the water in Ireland, but I'm not too sure of it. I haven't seen all the videos yet, but I certainly have seen some of them. So thank you to everyone who has done that. I always say thank you when I'm writing every day, almost every day, not quite every day, but almost every day, to Olga, to Alexandra, to my mother and father, for the lessons that they have given me over the years. That my father is dead now, so that he gave me, including being a bit, what's the word, anally retentive with language, because I think it's important to get it right. It has been my bread and butter for quite some time, so yeah, I believe it's important to value the English language as much as it has valued me and been kind to me. It's ironic, I chose this t-shirt today. I can't remember where I got this t-shirt. I think I might have gotten it in Ireland. I probably did get it in Ireland because it's huge. And I think of the black dog, and I think, how lucky am I not to have been, bitten by the black dog before, of depression, for those of you who aren't familiar with the metaphor. I'm not jumping up and down with joy today because chemo continues, and I have my little mobile pump here. I have a lump on my chest here, which is covered by a bandage at the moment. But as I was laying down with Alexandra last night after reading her little story, she said something that just really hit home. She said, "I miss being able to hug you, and I really want the doctors to take away this thing, this pump, medical delivery device." And I said, "You know what, Alexandra, they will soon. Chemo 9 has just finished. Chemo 10 is set up for, I think it's the 23rd or 24th. Chemo 11 is scheduled already for about the 9th of February, which brings us to chemo 12, which will be very, very, very close to my 56th birthday. Where do I want to be at the end of February? I want to be thinking a lot less and acting a lot more, including acting, by the way, physically acting, because I do like to act. So that's one of my goals. To be in a routine of daily writing, which I'm doing my best to do. I don't always succeed with 7 days, but I certainly get to 6 or 7 days. To just recognize that this is a minor part of me, this illness. This is just something, by the way, for those of you who don't know and who are interested in knowing, because of some of the chemicals that are in my body now, the tips of my fingertips are quite numb. And we actually have Olga has some type of hand massager device which she's used for years, because arthritis, not fully fledged arthritis, but arthritic challenges have been a part of her life for some time. So I'm going to use that hand massager and use this, which is an anti-stress ice cube, shape of an ice cube if you can get it, and there's hairs on it for some bizarre reason. They ain't for me, that's for sure. As you can see, there's very little hair. What else is going on? I'm finding it hard not to be drinking alcohol and not to be smoking. But these are things that I need to do, and I need to be strong, and I have the strength. Definitely have the strength to get through it. Again, the amount of funds that have come in, there's been €7,000, almost 7,000 euros from the GoFundMe campaign. To the best of my knowledge, I'm going to check now, there has been, 7,145 euros have been donated to the cause. There is another, where is the other one? Another link that I had created quite some time ago, and now I can't find it, but there's certainly been about 4,000 euros that have been put in there. Some of the donations have come in anonymously, and I obviously can't thank you if they are anonymous, but I certainly can thank you, Lynn Kelly, Peter Murphy, Orla Vasudin, which I think might be the married name of a friend of ours, Orla from the past, Connor Boffin, Niall Egan, Daniel Pagnacciolo, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Daniel, Gavin Dalton, Sorka Donnelly, Lynn Kelly again, Anonymous, Colin Shaw, David Ahern. There are names that mean nothing to me here, quite frankly. Obviously the anonymous people I don't know. Brian Carroll, thank you Brian, an old schoolmate of mine. Turlock Carolyn, another school friend. Paul Connell, just Carl Butler, Connor Duggan, just the thoughtfulness and the generosity and the kindness has just been amazing, quite frankly amazing. And it does give me headspace. But as I said to someone yesterday, I can't be sitting down taking it easy all the time either. So, new year, new plan, new goals. On that note, Laughter Yoga, Laugh-a-thon is happening next Sunday. We're aiming to do it at 4:30 Dublin time, at 7:30 Irish time. And join us in the Laughter Yoga. It'll be about 20-25 minutes. And we are asking for a donation. When I say we, the lady who started Laughter Yoga Ireland, Mary Ananda Shakti, who I've known since, how long? 25 years, having trained in Laughter Yoga. It's a fantastic practice. Join us. Let's have a laugh. Let's do a little bit of meditation. Let's do a little bit of grounding. Let's do a little bit of laughter. And another laughter. This isn't a joke. This is based on a true story. I was sitting down on the metro yesterday with Alexandra, and she had a bag with her, and she took a book out of her bag, as any parent of any 9-year-old child will attest to. When your child takes a book out of their bag and starts reading, it's a very, very happy day. I was almost crying tears of laughter, like the first time, tears of joy, like the first time she wrote her bicycle by herself. And Holly Webb, so this is in Russian, but Holly Webb is the name of the author. And we've got about, how many books have we got? We've got 5 here. She's already read one. It was just a great day. We've gone on with about 8 minutes here, which is a lot longer than usual. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cancer. Thank you, Cancer, for teaching me a lot about me, about others, about connection, kindness, honesty, about honesty. We all have challenges to deal with in some shape or form, whether they're health challenges, relationship challenges, psychological challenges, physical challenges, and we really don't know what is going on behind the mask until people are honest, until they step up and be honest. I'm being honest with you, as honest as I possibly can, because I think it's important. And frankly, it's therapeutical for me too. What works, what doesn't work. I mean, walking works, writing works, action, some form of action works. If the action is as simple for you as getting out of bed in the morning and making yourself a cup of tea, so be it. It's action. In one of my favorite books called Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom, if you haven't read it or seen the movie, I recommend do one or the other or both. There is a line in the movie from Maury, who is aging, dying professor of Mitch albums. And the line is, bed is for the dead. I like the line because we don't want to be in bed all the time feeling sorry for ourselves. If we do need to rest, so be it. Hopefully we have family around or someone around that can support us in that. If we're alone, hopefully there's someone we can pick up the phone to or send a message to. But let's try to connect more. Let's try to connect more. I'm certainly going to try to connect more in real time. I've signed up for an artist pages as part of the Artist's Way group, which will be about 11 o'clock tomorrow night. It'll be late. I'm connecting with my Spanish teacher in El Salvador, with my Russian teacher in Russia, with my Buddhist meditation teacher in Russia, and with my therapist here in Russia, as well as students. So I am getting things done. Yes, I am taking it easy, but yes, I'm also getting things done. There are more things to be done, so stay tuned, and I'll share those with you at some time soon. Without I'll share those with you sometime soon. So, ciao, 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 ciao.